Here's a fun activity for drafting a space. This is a challenge where teachers have to do it in 5 minutes or less. So here we go. First, they're going to think like a space designer. What are they teaching on Monday? Okay, they're going to think about a topic, a goal that they want their students to practice or produce. So first step, we're going to kind of think through what is it that we want to create. Then we're going to copy and paste the prompt provided to generate a space that supports our lesson. Then we post that space in the Zoom chat or somewhere for others to see what we've created. So when it comes to drafting a space, the first step is we're going to start in Space Designer. We're going to go to schoolai.com and click Sign In. Once we click Sign In, we're going to be able to come on over and go over to our assistants. Once we're in Assistants, we're able to go right here where it says Space Designer and click Chat. After we click Chat, we're able to have a conversation with Space Designer about what we're teaching maybe on Monday. I can come in here and maybe I want to create an entrance or an exit ticket that's a quick 5 minutes. Maybe I want to create a longer activity. I want to create a bell ringer that is less than 5 minutes long to see how my student's weekend was. From here, I'm able to hit enter and answer the following questions. So as I'm kind of guiding through Space Designer, I'm going to go through the 4-step process where I'm first going to define the role. I'm going to think, what do I want the AI to act as, right? You can click here for more resources on prompting, but what I love about the Space Designer is it is able to draft the full prompt with you. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to answer these follow-up questions. My students are in the 2nd grade, and I want to create a quick bell ringer that focuses on their weekly check-in, but also let's do an academic warm-up. They're learning how to add multi-digits. Then I also want it to be open-ended, and they can pick an emoji for their check-in. When it comes to suggestions, I would like to see how the space can ask me some suggestions. I'm not really sure how I want this to run. So you can see my thinking out loud as we're creating this quick entrance ticket. Step 1 is an emoji check-in. Step 2, the academic warm-up, where I talked about my two-digit addition problems, and then a quick exit wrap-up. And then I can go in and I can say, yes, I love this, right? Let's keep going. Yes. And so now we're going to go through each of those steps where first we define the role. How do I want the AI to act? Friendly? Do I want it to be a classroom assistant or maybe a math buddy, right? I'm going to go ahead and go with the example. I think that's perfect. If you don't like those choices, you can always go in and ask for different ones. Now I'm ready to provide the task. What is it that I want the AI to do, right? I want it to do that. You can add to it, you can take away, whatever you need, you're able to customize for your students. And now we're going into those detailed instructions, okay? So again, I can modify, I can add, or keep it as it is. After that, we're into the requirements. What is it that I want the space to do? And what is it that I don't want it to do? Here, I'm really able to come in and add or change any of these requirements. After this, we're ready to draft the prompt. Once we've gone through the 4 steps, I'm going to have it draft the prompt for me. And once we draft the full prompt, now we're ready to create. You're going to see it create your entire prompt where you're able to copy from the role all the way down to the last requirement. I'm going to right click and hit copy. It also saves over here in Space Designer if you accidentally forgot to copy it. I can go over to Spaces now, hit create, and once I hit create, I'm able to create a brand new space. From here, I can use the AI prompt, I can add a title, and now I'm able to generate all of the rest of the fields. Once we have our quick creating that space, we're now able to paste that prompt in just like we said. And again, I like to generate all of the rest of the fields to create an image, to create a subtitle, the teacher description, and even the student description. From here, we're going to preview the space, and I can ask different questions over here that I'm able to really think about and if I want to revise. If I want to revise, I'm able to have my prompt over here, and you can use this area to make it larger. And so as I'm going in, I can see, what's your name? I can say, oh, I don't need you to ask my student's name. They're going to sign in with Google, right? Or maybe they're not. I can come in and make any changes that I want to do. So I can say, do not ask for the student's name. So now when I hit restart, we're going to be able to see that it did not have it. They're going to be able to pick their emoji. And again, I can make any changes that I need to as I'm exploring this space with that preview. Here I can make kind of a checklist to see, can I see clear moments where, I say, oh, this helps, right? Is it inquiry based? Is it really supporting my students' thinking? Here are all of the steps kind of all at once to kind of guide you through, and use this guide as you go in to create your own space in 5 minutes or less. Are you ready for the challenge? Because when you are, you're going to be able to save and launch this to your students and share the code with them to be able to enjoy the space that you created.